Quest control to intelligence vessel. Your docking permit is approved, but your arrival is unscheduled. Please state your purpose.
Sorry, Quest Control. I cleared my visit with the Citadel 3 days ago. I'm here to pick up a cargo of chemicals. Sending data.
Confirming. I'm sorry I don't have your cargo listed. I suggest you take it up with the Citadel, or with Administrator Croyus. He oversees all chemical warehousing on Quesh.
I gather chemical mining is one of the major industries?
Quesh is a war zone, sir. We're dying to protect the chemical shipments coming out of here. Republic's doing the same. Frankly, I suggest you arm yourself. Quest control out.
Find the chemicals. Make the serum. You will be free again.
Here for inoculation. You'll need Form 1423/D. And, oh, excuse me. My apologies, sir. Your clearance doesn't require paperwork. I take it you're here to fight in the Quesh War?
What war?
Sorry, thought you'd been briefed. I can't talk about military operations. Let's just say it's a hazardous fight. Quesh is highly toxic, poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive. There we go. That treatment will protect you for the time being.
The protection wears off.
The effects will fade eventually, but you can receive more treatments planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff Drayson if you want to fight. He's in charge of the Empire's war effort.
If the canisters were damaged, the Bosporidium gas will eat both flesh and circuits. You understand, my toy? Yes, now clean it up and incinerate the bodies. They're contaminated now.
Administrator Croyus?
Yes, the intelligence operative. Control informed me of your situation. I wish you told me in advance.
Did you say incinerate the bodies?
Incompetent workforce. I ran Greg the Hutt spice warehousing on Kessel, and it was no better then. 07, fetch! Now! You'll have your samples presently. Unfortunately, I'm out of Dimalium-6. The Republic seized that chem mine some time ago, and their transports are under guard.
Any alternative chemicals?
Not that I've ever used. Nor the Republic, if they're so intent on keeping Chem Mine Delta. I've done my best to sate your people's appetites for hallucinogenic tea, mind eaters, or what have you. I think you'd appreciate it.
Here's the chemical supplier. He helped them change you. Are you going to let him go unpunished?
Operative?
What do you think intelligence does with your chemicals?
Oh, I couldn't guess. Dimalium-6 enhances spice, distorts memory, corrupts mood.
One blaster shot, spilled chemicals, an explosion. No evidence of murder. Make him pay if you like.
Ours has always been a profitable relationship. I have no desire to disturb that.
The Dimalium-6 operations are over. You no longer supply it for the Empire.
That isn't my decision to make, but I'll do my best to comply.
You've changed nothing, only slowed it a while.
Let me guess. Next step? Assault a Republic chemical transport.
Can you feel it? The serum begins its work, bonding to spinal fluid, retracing neural pathways. Painful. Effective.
I'm not worried about the symptoms. I want my mind back.
The serum's course is unpredictable and it will take time, but you will be free from the brainwashing. For now, the SIS is waiting. They won't recognize your chance to escape when it comes, but I will.
The Empire can't afford another loss, Major. We must crush the Republic immediately.
They've been on Quest for years. We can't destroy their entire mining operation overnight.
Gentlemen, we have company. I am Moff Drayson, head of Quesh Imperial Forces. You're here to join our war against the Republic?
What's the situation?
Quesh is a valuable planet, if you can believe it. We're here to stop the Republic's operation.
Don't waste your energy on her. A woman has no place on the battlefield.
Your manners need polish, Major.
Enough. Save it for the Republic. They're responsible for our assignment to this toxic rock. The Republic went digging and found the source of this planet's poison.
The miners call it Quesh venom. Lies just below the planet's surface.
We distill the stuff into quell, a lethal poison. But the Republic knows how to refine it into high-grade adrenals.
They've been processing the toxins into adrenals for years, with hot help, no less. We've come to conquer their operation and claim Quesh's venom for the Empire.
The Empire wouldn't wage war on this scale, just for resources.
Correct. The adrenals are a bonus. Our primary goal is to test the Republic.
Push them enough on Quesh, and the Republic will be provoked into open warfare across the galaxy.
Once they violate the Treaty of Coruscant, the Empire can strike without risking neutral worlds joining in. We must rile their temper.
Provoking them to all-out war won't be easy.
That's why we must bend them to their breaking point. First, we strike the Republic's venom mines.
The venom produces noxious gas. That's why Quesh is so lovely. It's most lethal in the mines, so the Republic installed specialized filters.
Destroy those filters. Release the poisonous gas, and the Republic will have to flee the mines.
I won't take part in this.
Then we'll proceed according to plan. Enjoy your time on Quesh.
Seeing you return to this ship always warms my circuits, Master. It reminds me I am still functioning.
Codename Saber to Codename Leggett. We've been waiting for your all clear. Everything all right?
Everything's fine. Is Arden Koth there?
Master Koth has another mission for you. He wants you heading to the Hoth system soon as possible. Contact him once you arrive. Saber out.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejaric player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
I didn't know you were interested in theatre.
Think of it as a testing ground for human nature, much like the game of Dejaric.
We can finish this later, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
You sound like you've thought about this.
I confess it had crossed my mind. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
We've been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dartship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration, when the lost nests departed Alderaan.
What was the point of the migration? Why did so many Killiks leave?
That we don't remember. Resources, perhaps? But there's something else. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the Lost One's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
Vector, if you want a favor, you'll have to do better than that.
We'd ask you to come with us, but all we expect to find is dust and petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
We've spent a lot of time and money on you. You'll need a bodyguard to keep you out of trouble.
We are Dawn Herald. We have some ability to defend ourselves.
Codename Legate to Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command receiving, Leggett. Don't be surprised if I cut out. The whole Hoth system is murder on the comms. And not so good for people, either.
You say that like you've had experience.
Not personally. Friends. Hoth's a frozen rock, not worth much on its own. But years back, it saw one of the war's biggest battles. Hundreds of ships got dragged into the atmosphere, made a sort of a starship graveyard for the best girls in the fleet. You're going to bring one home.
There's got to be a catch.
It's a war zone down there. Republic salvage operations, Imperial saboteurs, and the White Maw, a few thousand pirates who want the scrap for themselves. Plus the Starbreeze is a Mu-type shuttle, slip of a thing. Haven't been able to locate her in the wreckage. Our only lead is inside the Imperial Army.
What makes the SIS want the shuttle so badly?
The Starbreeze belongs to the Republic. It's important to us. That's all I can say for now.
If the ship is special, I need to know why. What if I find it damaged? Is it carrying dangerous cargo?
Assume that the Starbreeze is exactly what it seems and try to preserve its condition. I have faith in your abilities. We have reports that Lyak Davos, an Imperial Admiral who fought in the Battle of Hoth, is assembling an expedition to the Starship Graveyard. He's after a long list of salvage, the Starbreeze included. Join Admiral Davos and get that shuttle to us instead.
If I steal the Admiral's prize, it won't be long before someone figures it out.
You're craftier than that. You do this right, no one has to know. Codename Hunter will contact you from the field. He's en route to Hoth now. In the meantime, talk to Admiral Davos' search and recovery men at the Imperial base. With any luck, they'll show us the way.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Adama space station. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
Is there a problem?
No, not at all. I am merely assigned to assist. I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theater. Good day.
Good to have you with us. The men were wondering if they'd get to see the VIP. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
So the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There's a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
The strategy seems sound. How will it change what I do?
It means we will rely heavily on small unit groups, such as yourself, to cause damage and withdraw. Pitched battles are lost battles.
Sir, forgive the interruption. I brought by your survival equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
End of the line. Everybody out. You've got a meeting with Commander Triton.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Satellite's dead. What do your people know about Grid Alpha 9?
Pirate territory, heavily fortified.
Can you get me numbers?
Perhaps, but our manpower is limited.
Manpower? Excuse me. Captain Leo Firth, search and recovery. Saw your docking authorization. You must be our visitor from intelligence.
Cypher 9. I'm on unattached wartime duty. Here to see Admiral Davos.
Sergeant, you're dismissed. The Chiss Ascendancy has been operating on Hoth for years. Useful, but let's not kid ourselves. So, what's your business with the Admiral?
There's a vessel in the starship graveyard. The Starbreeze.
Don't know it. The Admiral might, but your timing's no good. He left base with his expedition 36 hours ago. Long-range comms are almost useless in this weather. You want to wait? He'll be back in a few weeks.
If this were an emergency, how would you reach him?
Look, there might still be a crew at the expedition launch site. It's where the Admiral's supply line to the starship graveyard starts. But trying to reach the launch point now is suicide. Weather's bad, and there are Republic commandos in the area.
I don't plan to stay out longer than I have to. But Admiral Davos isn't leaving without me.
Understood, sir. I hope you find what you're after.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? Ah, the agent. It's good you've arrived. This is Commander Triton, and I am his advisor, Udris.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
To lose one officer is a casualty. To lose them all sounds like a coup.
I assure you, the last thing I wanted was leadership of this base. I had zero choice in the matter. The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base! Heavy casualties! Taking heavy casualties! We're under attack! We can't see the...
What on this world could take out an armed group of officers?
Besides the Republic, there are Wampers, pirates. Mostly aliens unafraid of the Empire.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
And our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
I will go if the ranking officer wishes.
Udris presumes much, but he's right. You're the Colonel's only chance.
Our best-case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
You brought us to the wrong planet, Eden. There's nothing here worth having.
I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead, murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Anything you would like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
They weren't carrying handheld comms. They've probably got way stations. I can bug those.
This sounds plausible. As much as I hate to admit it, Udris is usually right about these things.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Our luck is changing. If we can get those arrays into whatever they're using for communications, we'll soon know what we need.
When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Packed and ready, Admiral. Unless you're worried about the captain's flare.
No. We cannot wait.
Intruder alert.
Is this how they're supposed to react?
Officer, I am Admiral Davos, commander of this expedition. You were not expected.
Tell your men to stand down, or I can't be responsible for their fate.
As you wish. You must excuse our caution. Hoth is not a world that forgives mistakes, a lesson that scarred me long ago.
Weapons down, everyone.
We are in the midst of a delicate operation. These men are preparing to follow me to the starship graveyard.
The Minister of Intelligence says I am to assist your men and ensure the interests of the Empire.
I see. Months ago, I could have accommodated this. Now, I'm afraid we approach the crisis point, and I cannot afford additional risk. Commander, torture her and find out what she knows. Then kill her.
All going down.
You're still alive. Don't bother returning to base. Captain Firth is gone, and Admiral Davos bribed most of the others.
You were with Search and Recovery.
Correct. There is a location beyond the frozen lake. You'll find answers. Coordinates sent.
Have you been watching me?
We've been watching the sensors. Picked up blaster fire and assumed things had gone wrong. Go. Thent out.
Well, as secret bases go, this isn't bad at all.
Sir, sorry for not contacting you sooner. No one thought Admiral Davos's men would actually start shooting. Ensign Rena Temple, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Welcome to Zero Station.
You're kidding, right?
This is a top-secret Chiss Ascendancy installation. Self-sufficient, running in parallel with the above-ground outposts. Paranoia at work.
But our paranoia paid off.
And this is our base commander, Aristocra Saganu.
Ensign Temple speaks highly of Imperial intelligence. She convinced me the Admiral Davos situation warranted bringing you in.
He ordered his men to torture me. I'd like to know why.
My agents have been watching Admiral Davos for months. We became suspicious when he brought in his own crew, officers loyal to him, and covered it with bribes. Lately, he brought heavy equipment and guns, built an army for his expedition to the starship graveyard. You threatened his control.
What's his background? His personality?
Admiral Davos fought in the original Battle of Hoth and was stranded here for 6 months in the aftermath.
My father told me stories. Brilliant strategist. Never had the connections to become Moff.
He must be after the graveyard's salvage, prototype technology, military databanks. It could make him unimaginably wealthy. I won't proceed without Imperial sanction. Grant it, and we can stop Admiral Davos and his plans together.
I like you, Aristocrat. You're young, smart, professional. We'll make a good team.
I hope you're right. I enjoy a challenging partnership. The White Moor pirates control the wastelands between here and the Starship Graveyard. The Admiral's been sending his people out there for weeks.
My scouting party caught them burying some sort of supply caches. We don't know what the Admiral's caches are for, but if you could get us reconnaissance scans, they might give us a lead on the man himself.
These drop points, any ideas at all?
Emergency supplies, deliveries to the pirates. We just don't know.
These are the drop point locations. Contact me when you get the scans, and we'll find our man. Chiss Honor,